If you're watching this, you're probably just as surprised as I am. Yes, I am back on YouTube. I know I haven't posted on here in I don't even know how long. You could look at my past post. I don't even know when it was. But I am here because I have some opinions on last night's Slammy Awards. Granted, I was watching the Packers game, but I was tuning in on commercials in halftime, and then it ended up finishing Raw around 11:30 Eastern Time. So I have some opinions on the Slammy Awards itself, not really on the wrestling matches about Raw. I'm not giving a Raw review. This is basically, let's call it a 2014 Slammy Awards show review. WWE Tag Team of the Year. Now, I think this is one of the few awards they actually got right, and it was the Usos. There wasn't really a bad match the Usos put on WWE TV in 2014. They exploded on the scene early. They beat the New Age Outlaws on Raw in Chicago earlier in the year, and then they had a great title defenses against like Stardust and Goldust and Harper and Rowan. Some great matches that the Usos put on. They were put in some big situations, teaming up with like Cena, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler. So easily WWE's Tag Team of the Year. I agree, the Usos. The next award, the Tell Me You Didn't Just See That award, and that was The Rock insulting Lana. Now, yeah, I agree. Nobody saw The Rock returning to that Raw in Brooklyn, and I think that was an awesome segment, and it was awesome for Rusev and Lana because that's obviously a huge compliment to both of them because they get to be in a segment with The Rock, and then The Rock just coming out there, that was just really cool to see. So, yeah, I'll give that Tell Me You Didn't Just See That award to The Rock. That seems fair. 2 for 2. Good job. The next award, we got Hashtag of the Year, and this obviously makes sense. RKO out of nowhere. If you have a Vine or a Twitter account, any social media, you've seen this like crazy. RK's out of nowhere. I mean, that people are just throwing that in everything. So, sure, I'll give that. That was probably the Hashtag of the Year. The next award here, Breakout Star of the Year, which I disagree with personally. Now, Dean Ambrose did win this award. Now, that's probably who I would put at number 2 or number 3. Now, there's one guy that I definitely think should have won that, and that's Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, after turning heel, first off, he turned heel on the Shield, and then he was like the face of the Authority. And right now, in this current time in WWE, he is the top heel in the business. This guy's had an outstanding year, won Money in the Bank, and like I said, he's been the top heel for this whole 2014. Ambrose really hasn't won any big matches on any pay-per-views or really defeated anybody at a big match. And Seth Rollins has. I mean, Seth Rollins has it all. He can do it all in the ring, and he can do it all on the microphone. So I disagree with Dean Ambrose winning Breakout Star of the Year. I definitely think that should have went to Seth Rollins. The This Is Awesome Moment of the Year. Now, there was a lot of possible moments here, and they gave it to Sting, which I think is a close second in my opinion, but how can you top Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock being in the same ring at WrestleMania 3? 3 arguably the best superstars of all time, and that had the biggest impact on the WWE universe and the WWE as today. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those 3, in my opinion. And you'll never be able to top that moment. That was probably the most awesome moment we've seen in a long time. So, This Is Awesome Moment. I think they got it wrong. Sting's debut was great. Trust me, probably nobody saw Sting debuting. I didn't. I never thought that day would come. But it's a close second to seeing The Rock, Stone Cold, and Hulk Hogan in the ring all at once at WrestleMania 30, in my opinion. Surprise Return of the Year. I totally agree with this. Ultimate Warrior. He had his conflicts with the company where they weren't seeing eye to eye once he left the company. And for him to come back, it was kind of like a Sting situation. Who would ever thought that they would actually come to the WWE and in Warrior's case come back? Unfortunately, he ended up passing after that Monday Night Raw where he had that big speech that they use in promo packages now. And that was very cool to see. Well-deserved surprise return of the year for Warrior. Rest in peace. The Oh My God shocking moment of the year. Totally agree with this one. Brock Lesnar conquers the streak. That was probably the most shocked I've been in anything in my life. Even when I'm a big sports fan, and I haven't been that shocked. Watching Brock Lesnar pin The Undertaker 1, 2, 3 was probably the most shocking moment of my life, granted for the year. So yes, I totally agree. Brock Lesnar conquering the streak was easily the oh my god most shocking moment of the year. WWE Diva of the Year. AJ Lee. Now, I feel like this could have gone to 3 divas. AJ, Paige, and Nikki Bella. Brie Bella was in big matches, but she couldn't win. So, in my personal opinion, she doesn't deserve to even be considered. And granted, Brie Bella is a terrible actress. Nikki turned heel at SummerSlam. That was pretty cool. She won the title just recently. She would place 3rd on my list. I would put AJ 2nd, but seeing Paige just come into the WWE that quick and pick up, I'm pretty sure she has 2 Diva title reigns now in the amount of a year in her first year, and she's 21, 22 years old. Easily Diva of the Year. AJ, yeah, she's been in the title for most of the year, was the champion for most of the year. I just think Paige's impact on the Divas division was a lot larger than AJ's this year. So my Diva of the Year would be Paige. LOO Moment of the Year, Damien Mizdow, easily. That guy is pure entertainment. He's the only reason people enjoy watching the Miz's matches, because he's just doing his mimic shit to the side. Sure, that can be LOO Moment of the Year. Not really much of an award to be proud of. Match of the Year, I disagree with. They had Team Cena versus Team Authority. It was a solid, executed match. There wasn't really any oh my god moments during that match. In my personal opinion, it's between 2 matches, and that was the triple threat main event at WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, and Batista, or Evolution versus The Shield at Extreme Rules. I'll give it to the triple threat at WrestleMania just because Daniel Bryan had that huge moment where he became the World Heavyweight Champion and defied all the odds and finally defeat the Authority. So I'll give Batista, Randy, and Daniel Bryan props as, in my personal opinion, their match of the year, followed by the Shield versus Evolution at Extreme Rules, and then followed by Team Cena versus Team Authority. The Extreme Moment of the Year, Chris Jericho hitting a crossbody off the top of the cage on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I'll give that. I'll say that's okay. I mean, there really isn't that much extreme moments if you're comparing it to the ECW days or later back in the day. Today's extreme is a little different than past extreme, but if you want to really talk about extreme, that old man got up there on top of the cage, said fucking hit Bray Wyatt with a crossbody. That was pretty cool, so I'll give that the most extreme moment. And finally, WWE Superstar of the Year was a very shocking winner, in my opinion. And also, I believe there was 3 superstars more credible of deserving that award than Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns did win Superstar of the Year. And I'll give you the 3 guys right now who I think had a better year. Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, and Randy Orton. Now, how is Randy Orton not even a nominee in that? Randy Orton played a pivotal part in WWE this whole year, and including last year. One of the top heels. He was always in the main event, and he basically was the face of the Authority until he left a month ago. Now that's Rollins' job. And then Seth Rollins, Superstar of the Year, why not? He's held that briefcase the whole year. He really hasn't done anything bad. He hasn't had a bad match. He hasn't cut a bad promo. And he's been a pivotal part of the Authority as well. And Daniel Bryan just overcoming all the odds at WrestleMania. Granted, he got hurt from Kane, and he hasn't been involved, but he had a huge early part of 2014. But if I'm going to give my Superstar of the Year, I have to give it to Randy Orton. That's my personal opinion. I don't even know how Randy Orton wasn't nominated for that award. Randy Orton is the most important piece in WWE. Now, some might say John Cena is. But that might be true. But Randy Orton constantly plays his role to perfection. He isn't the most talented guy in the ring, but he knows how to do it with his skills he has. He can make any segment interesting. He's a great heel. He's the top heel when he's in the business. He's a top face when he's face. Randy Orton basically has carried WWE these past 2 years. And like I said, you can't argue John Cena too, but I really feel like Randy Orton has had more of an impact than any other superstar in the past 3 years, or 2 years, I should say. CM Punk had a big year 2 years ago. But Randy Orton, in my opinion, was Superstar of the Year in 2014, and it's going to be very exciting to see him come back. So there's my 2014 Slammy Awards show review. I know I haven't been here in a while. Sorry, guys. I may be coming back for a return. This might be my return to YouTube. I don't know. It depends how many views I get. So hopefully you guys watch this. Follow me on Twitter at letstalk_WWE. And spread the word about my channel. If I can get some more subscribers, I'll be posting rumors, reviews, and predictions a lot more often. So take it easy, guys.